Hi guys, welcome back to Seem Normal. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to make mistakes and how to bounce back from them. And the first thing I would like to say and sort of answer that question with is, oh, how I wish I knew, because I wish I knew. A mistake loves to derail me. Here's a recent TikTok. Oops, sorry guys, I'm not actually able to play this video because of copyright purposes, but it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. We are made to feel shame, at least in some of our workplaces or in our personal lives as well, when we make a mistake. Truly though, are mistakes failures? No, but it sure feels like it sometimes. So that's why I'm making this video. I've been having this conversation with a couple different people, different age ranges, totally different jobs, and we're getting derailed by mistakes because of a certain work culture that is not tolerant of them. But also, we're not being tolerant of them in ourselves. So both of these things, while the workplace culture can't necessarily be fixed, there are ways we can help ourselves cope with it, and then we can also beat up on ourselves less than we're already doing by accepting ourselves and being more graceful with ourselves. So I actually think this will be a different video if we talk about like self-care that you can help yourself with after you made a mistake, like certain affirmations and ways to think about things. But for this video, it's just tidbits about mistakes that I think will help you put things in perspective. We're told we need to take responsibility for mistakes, right? And say, I made a mistake, right? Sometimes that's the hardest thing to do. But at the same time, I'd like to encourage you to think about the ways that maybe you didn't make the mistake, that it was actually set up for you to make somehow. And this is not blaming other things. Like, you're not walking around saying, you guys didn't give me enough time. In your mind, you're reconciling the fact that this mistake was made, but you're saying why, or what are some reasons that this might have been outside of me, because it's not all about us, actually. I know. So maybe someone failed to teach you something on a certain software. Maybe it truly was the software that malfunctioned and there was absolutely nothing you could have done differently about it. Maybe there was a certain cognitive bias you have that you didn't catch something. That's truly not your fault. It's actually your brain sort of looking the other way. There wasn't enough time given to you. People didn't check your work with enough time. Things like that. So that's the first thing I want to encourage you to do, is actually think about how it's not just you. Don't accept full responsibility for something. Moving on to number 2, should admit that you made a mistake, and you can admit it to yourself and others, whatever's most right in the situation. Sometimes people don't know a mistake occurred and you're just reconciling it with yourself. So you can say to yourself, I made a mistake, how human of me. That's my favorite phrase right there, how human of me. It's so incredibly unrobotic that I made a mistake in this way, because after all, I'm not a machine, and I am a person who doesn't do things perfectly. In fact, to be human is to be imperfect. Wow, I really had to think about that. This might be the hardest step for you, is admitting that you made a mistake, because there is so much shame associated with it. Number 3, but you know what? Remember to evaluate the work culture and the home life culture that you're in. Are people around you, is your work tolerant of mistakes? Yes or no, or in the middle? Because if they're not, that's not very human of them. And they're expecting a lot. 2 kind of ends of the spectrum. They're tolerant of mistakes, but you're watching this video because you continue to beat up on yourself about it. And on the other side, they're not tolerant at all of mistakes. And therefore, shame is released upon you when a mistake is made, or you feel it's released upon you, and you start feeling terrible. That's actually on them, not you. And they probably need to they definitely need to figure their shit out. So it's simply not you in that case. Number 4, believe mistakes. You will make another mistake again and again. It's like gravity. Like, that gave me goosebumps actually. Because, ooh, doesn't it just kind of hurt? Like, I'm gonna make another mistake. Oh my God. I hope nobody sees and they don't think less of me. We've got bigger problems, obviously. We've got problems where people associate the work we do with who we are as a person. My mistakes don't make me less of a person. And I have to remember that. Things I get done off my to-do list don't make me a better person, actually. So these are all really deeply ingrained things that that we probably can't get into, but if you are interested in topics like these, make sure you are subscribed. I will say that. So number 4, yes, bound to happen again. Plan on it. Number 5, you get to decide how to reconcile the mistake. So sometimes you make a mistake, nothing can be done. It happened. That the case that you were in is never going to happen in the future. It's not planned for. You know, there's never going to be this exact event again, whatever. Admit the mistake. Apologize if you feel sorry. Move on. Another thing that could happen. You can fix it somehow. You can sort of go back and edit something. Or you can resend something. Okay? That might be an option. Or you can say something like, I made a mistake. This is how I'm going to prevent it in the future. I'm going to put blah, blah, blah on my list and to remember to do. I'm going to send it to whoever. But let's not make any promises like this is never going to happen again. Because that would simply be not that human of you to say. It's not a very human thing to say. So in this regard. I think my next video could be making mistakes gracefully. I literally wrote down making mistakes gracefully with grace. Parentheses, ways to be kind to yourself. I'm sure we could do that. I hope you enjoyed this video and know that you're not your mistakes and you're also not your accomplishments. Sorry, your self-worth is set. You're worthy no matter what you do. But as I talked about in my last video, like, I'm not a serial killer and I don't condone that behavior. But if you'd like to watch my last video, it is about The Patient with Steve Carell, and I talk about impulse control problems and the therapeutic process. So have fun with that. Give this video a like if you made it to the end, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.